こんにちは。お久しぶり。アパロです。はい、今日は月曜日です。休みの日。今、犬と散歩したところです。水を飲んでいます。でも、コーヒーを飲みたいです。牛乳がありません。はい。今日は、日本語を勉強したり、スーパーに行ったり、ゴロゴロしたりしています。はい。今日の天気はとても暑い。so hot, so hot, all day, every day, all the time. いつも暑い。はい。I was trying to do this all in Japanese, but I cannot think of anything else to say right now. But I'm taking JLPT in December. 楽しみ。But 漢字は難しい。And I need to do way more listening practice. Yeah. 日本人の友達がいます。And we're going to a Japanese festival here in Austin in September. And I am really excited. I think I had heard about it before last year, but I didn't go. But my friend invited me to go with her this year, so we're gonna go. Really excited about that. And my husband and I have decided we're gonna go to Japan probably next December. So I'm really, really excited about that because I get to start planning it. Hopefully we get to meet. So my husband is a quarter Japanese. His grandmother is from Japan. And he has family in Japan that he's never met except for his great uncle, his grandmother's brother. He's met him once when he was a kid. So I figure we're in Japan. We might as well try and meet them when we're there if we can. So we have no idea where they live though, and we're going to Tokyo. So he has to talk to his grandmother to find out A, where they live, and then B, she has to talk to them in Japan to see if they would even want to meet us, you know? So if they do, that would be really cool because then he could meet all these people and, you know, his family that he's never really had a connection with or met before. So yeah, I thought that would be super cool. But with my very limited Japanese and his almost no Japanese, it's gonna be a little difficult, but 頑張ります. We will try, or I will. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little funny because I'm gonna have to try and translate, and even my Japanese is not that great, so we'll see how that goes. But I really want to bring them omiyage from the US, and I'm thinking maybe like some candy or something that won't get like messed up on the flight or something like that. I don't really know what yet, but I really hope we can bring something because duh, why not? I just hope they don't live super far away where it's like we probably won't be able to go, or you know, I don't want to have to get on another flight while I'm in Japan. So if I can take like a Shinkansen or something and get there within an hour, a couple hours, that wouldn't be too bad. But we'll see what happens. I have no idea. So yeah, I do have another friend in Japan. I don't know if I'll end up meeting him or not. I actually met him only online, but during COVID, when I first started learning Japanese, I use Hello Talk sometimes, and it was a group of us, and we all would get on Zoom and like talk to each other in Japanese and stuff. and in English, but he was really cool. And I still keep up with him on Hello Talk and stuff like that to this day. So, and I think he lives in Tokyo. But so many people on Hello Talk, when I say I'm going to Japan, they're like, oh, or they even tell me, whenever you come to Japan, let me know, I can show you around and stuff. And I'm just like, Japanese people are so nice and like helpful, and they like want to show you Japan, you know? I think that's so cool. But almost out of my water. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here. I really wanted to just speak in Japanese in this video, but I didn't really have anything planned, so it happens. But I haven't filmed in a while, and it's probably been over a month, 2 months maybe. So yeah, I've been studying a lot more Japanese lately and just trying to do my best. I probably said earlier, but I'm taking JLPT in December. It's actually on my wedding anniversary with my husband. So we're gonna go and spend the weekend there. We have to go to Houston. I live in Austin, so it's like a 3-hour drive. So we're staying the weekend. Ignore him. But yeah, I'm excited and I'm nervous, but I'm sure, I think I will pass. Like, I'm not like I'm gonna ace it, but I think I'm gonna pass. And honestly, I will be so proud of myself and feel so accomplished if I have N5 like under my belt, because then I can try for N4. N1 is not really my goal. It would be nice, but I don't think it'd be realistic for me, especially not now. N3 is kind of my goal. I think that would be awesome. So we'll see. It would be nice to be able to take N4 next year and then N3 the following year if I could do that. But I'm not gonna put a ton of pressure on myself because I'm really only taking JLPT just for fun. Like, it's really just for my personal, like, to see how my level is in Japanese. Like, as long as I'm conversational and I can read and I can write, really all I care about. I don't think I'm gonna work at a Japanese company. I don't think I need business Japanese. So I just wanna go, be able to communicate with my husband's family and like my friend in Japanese and feel okay, you know? Like, that's kind of my goal. We'll see what happens. If I don't get N3, I can always retake it and try again. Like I said, not being super strict, just wanting to do my best. And, you know, I've always wanted to learn another language. To be able to be bilingual would be amazing, especially because, like, if you don't know, I'm from Louisiana, so my family is Cajun. My grandparents, their first language was Cajun French, which is just a dialect. But unfortunately, they were, you know, they had to speak English in school, so my parents' generation or my generation speaks French, which is very unfortunate. I do know a couple of words, but I cannot carry a conversation. Neither can my mom. Like, hey, you're okay. So, yeah, I really wish I could have been bilingual just growing up, but that was not the case. So, and I'm sure some of you are probably like, well, why don't you try and learn now? There are like hardly any resources to learn Cajun French besides like spoken. And I don't live in Louisiana anymore. And I only have one grandparent left who speaks it. So it's like, it would be way easier if I still lived there and I could just talk to my grandma, but she can speak, but she can't write. So not that I would be able to I would have to write or read in it, because I don't even know if there's any books written, or anyway, it's just very complicated. And as much as I would love to, unfortunately, it's like, it's dying out. And like I said, I don't live there, so it makes it even harder. But that's okay. I am content with learning Japanese. And yeah, even though it's not like my family heritage, it is my husband's. And even before that, like I never really thought about, like, I've always wanted to learn another language, but I didn't know which one until I got with my husband. And I was like, oh, Japanese is kind of cool. And then I loved it. And then I wanted to learn it, even though I knew it was going to be super, super hard as an English speaker. But I'm very proud of myself for doing it. I've taught myself hiragana and katakana and basic things until I plateaued and decided I needed a teacher. And now I have a really good teacher on italki. And yeah, things are good. I really do still, I've probably talked about this in other videos, I do really still want to learn Vietnamese, because I do have a Vietnamese friend and that is her first language. But I thought Japanese was hard Vietnamese feels even harder, mainly because like the writing system is similar to English. It's a Latin-based alphabet, so I can read and write it minus the accents, but I can, like, it's a tonal language, so the pronunciation is just so hard. It's hard to even remember too, whereas Japanese pronunciation is so much easier, but writing is very hard. But the grammar in Japanese is just so crazy too, so I don't know too much about grammar in Vietnamese, but I'm sure my friend will love to. I can say a couple of words in Vietnamese and I can count to 10, but that's about it. But anyway, I'm rambling. That's not what this video was supposed to be about. I was really just trying to speak in Japanese for a little bit because I don't get enough speaking practice. But yeah, on that note, I think that about wraps it up. It was nice catching up with you guys. I'll post another video probably. Maybe when I sit down to like start researching about my trip to Japan. I think that would be fun. So anyway, mata ne.